Hi there, you're watching Alexa. Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I have decided to talk about how I get organized to do Project Pan and how I track my empties, because for me, planning and tracking has been an integral part of my very successful project penning rather. I was inspired by a video I saw a while back from Too Much Tash here on YouTube. I believe her name is Natasha, and you can check her out. I'll link her down below. But she did this video going through how she likes to organize her Excel sheets. Hit the like button if you are also planning to pan over 2022 to distract yourself from mindless spending and to actually get really good use out of your current beauty collection. The first thing I like to do in the beginning of the year is sort of establish priorities or goals. And last year I wanted to do the whole hit pan on as many eyeshadows as possible, but then I realized I'm neglecting so many other eyeshadows in my collection, and the same goes for my Partners in Cream. I'm neglecting a lot of other products. Everything is degrading over that year. So this year I decided to prioritize using or trying as many of the products in my collection as I can. And typically I do a sort of non-makeup project pan. That's what I called it in 2021, but this year I'm gonna scrap that completely. But I am keeping track of what I will be using up. I'm just not gonna post about it every time because I found myself constantly putting up a product to the screen and being like, I liked this, I used this much, and seriously, like, no one cares unless it's makeup, I feel. So what I'm gonna do is at the 6-month point, I'm going to tally up my empties and let you guys know how I'm doing, and then I'll do an end of year empties as I did for 2021. Ideally, I would finish somewhere around the amount of products that I finished in 2021, which was over 100. I had over 100 empties. I am still quite focused on sample products, right? So that's easier to empty out. I don't know. What would you call a non-makeup project pan? Like, is an empties project a good name? I don't know. Anyways, you let me know in the comments, please. So in this intro, whatever type video, I am going to show you where I like to keep my empties, which is actually this box that I put reusable bags inside of, and I sort of separate the products that way. And then we're gonna get into the Excel part. I keep different sheets for different projects, and why not? I mean, let me just go ahead and show you on screen what I do. So I like to have a tally sheet for monthly usage tracking of the projects I'm currently participating in, which I'm doing a whole year of Partners in Cream and an entire year of Pan Those Eyeshadows. Whenever I update the totals, it just adds up in the sheet. It's a really simple sum formula. I think most people know how to use that because then I can compare, I can contrast one month from another. The next sheet is actually a list of all of my eyeshadows, and this is the main sheet that I use to construct my Pan Those Eyeshadows when I do new roll-ins. I put all of the eyeshadows that I hit pan on to the top of the list eventually, and then I also kept 3 shadows in that I didn't hit pan on last year, but they were in projects and I just didn't feel like rolling them into this year, so this is just in an effort to stay organized. And I've also highlighted all of the shadows that I've rolled in this month. At the bottom of the list, which is numbers 459 onward, those shadows were all acquired in 2021, either in PR or they were purchased by me, and they were in palettes. That's why it looks like it's so many eyeshadows. But I separated them because if you would have watched my Pan Those Eyeshadows, you know why I did that. I have different usage goals there. I created a little box for each month so that I can put my quintets there, and I got this idea from Too Much Tash here on YouTube. She did a video on how she organizes her pan those eyeshadows. Down here I have the number of eyeshadows I hit pan on to date, but this year I'm doing usage goals, so I pushed this box down because I'm probably not going to be using it that much. The next sheet I have is an Empties template, and this is where I'm going to pop in my empties by category, and I like to include the price and last year's totals for each category and just the total of all the items I've finished last year so that I can compare easily without having to go back and look at old videos. Then we have a makeup inventory sheet, and I have an updated makeup inventory video from 2021 down below and linked in the cards if you would like to watch that. I also keep here a list of all the perfumes that I own. The highlighted ones are the ones that were in projects. Actually, they were all finished, so I'm just going to strike through whatever was finished. My last sheet includes all of the products mentioned in my yearly plan to pan. This video concept was started by Sarah Rose here on YouTube. I like to keep this list handy so that I don't have to go back and rewatch my old video, and I also don't have to remember what I finished and what I didn't because I have it marked already. This list also helps me stay accountable. It gives me inspiration on what to add next to other projects or to my shop, my stash. I don't actually force myself to complete the products on this list, but they are products that I have basically thought, I should probably add this in a project pan. And I forgot to mention that I plan to track what I add into my shop, my stash in the tally sheet, which is the first sheet of my Excel file. I'm not going to track usage, I think, but I will track anything that I'm under the impression that I didn't use very much, because then I can just see if I have tendencies to not use certain type of products, and that'll deter me from wanting to purchase them in the future or from keeping them in my collection. I have this list on my desktop, and I have a box in my room with little bags to divide what types of products that I've finished in terms of empties. And in order to encourage myself to use the products that are in my project pans or that I want to finish up, I have a little corner on my dresser where the non-makeup stuff lives, and I do a shop my stash. I have a makeup drawer that is on the right side of my IKEA Alex desk, and that's also where my computer lives, so it's very easy for me to put on my makeup and then just quickly jot down the new numbers. Let me know in the comments down below what your goals are this year, and consider subscribing if you like project pan content. I am planning a video on why I decided that I don't intend on buying any makeup on 2022, so my no buy is back on. And I'm also updating my Partners in Cream and pan those eyeshadows every month and delivering on lots of no buy content. So if you like that, subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!